All right, good morning, gang. We're live from Fly on the Wall Productions. You got Raylene, you got JD, you got some shits and giggles this morning. Beautiful pink and turquoise colors this morning, and there's some green in there, some turquoise, some pink, and some purples.
Mm-hmm.
Beautiful colors.
I guess I better shut this ringer off, huh? Because it's going to drive us crazy.
Have you seen what's coming across the from the Great Lakes over?
Yes, I have, but I am just going to stay in the mindset of John Lyon's post where John posted the weather for the next 10 days.
Yeah.
And if we can just make it to Saturday, everything's going to be all right because we're going to be in the 60s, even mid 60s all next week. So it's going to be okay.
Yeah, those guys over there most of them have a couple of screws loose this time of year when they're getting anxious about their motorcycles.
Well, yes.
And they're all looking outside and kind of foaming at the mouth a little bit.
And well, they have something going on right now where they want you to get so many miles on your bike before a certain date.
What are they trying to do?
And there's people that have already, they were writing in, I've already got 110 miles on mine and whatever. So, the Clayton Woodworths of the world that have headed out since January 2nd.
Oh, my God. Seriously, though, we have this winter weather advisory from 11 o'clock this morning until 5 a.m. tomorrow for freezing rain, up to a quarter of an inch of ice accumulation. So it's supposed to be pretty significant for central and eastern Vermont. Rain is going to start in central Vermont sometime around 2 o'clock or so, maybe a little bit before that. But difficult travel is possible, especially as we get into the evening commute. So please don't drive like an asshat today. Headlights on, slow the hell down. Keep some good distance between you and the bimbo in front of you, and go easy.
Bimbo?
Well, everybody in front of you is a bimbo. Can't believe that guy is driving like that. The potholes.
That's right. Good morning, Glenn.
And Linda.
And Linda.
Chuck.
I can't see Linda yet.
And Chuck, who's...
there they are.
Yeah. I want to say we're supposed to have a show tonight at around 5:30. Green Mountain Paranormal Investigators. I'm hoping, and I'm planning right now on having that podcast tonight. I'm hoping that... we're going to be able to get it in with the roads being what they are, or what they're going to be. So,
well, I hope that happens.
Yeah, I do too. It's going to be interesting. But beautiful unicorn colors coming across the United States right now. The purples and the pinks and the turquoise and greens and oranges and yellows. And I mean, look, isn't that beautiful?
Oh, it's gorgeous.
It's just gorgeous.
Absolutely gorgeous.
Cotton candy. Some of the storms that are kicking up and sweeping across the U.S. right now, oh my God, blizzard conditions.
Yeah, it's dumping a significant amount of snow in the Midwest, and it can stay right there.
Yeah. Whew. Man. So Lori Shepard last night, we had some fun in here in the studio, and it was just, the wheels are turning in this woman's mind, and she wants to start up her own podcast called After Further Review.
Nice.
A sports podcast.
That would be wonderful.
Local sports podcast.
That would be wonderful.
Right here.
Pretty excited
in
to have
Barrie.
that happen.
How long have I been telling you that we need something like that?
Oh, since day one, I think. Pretty much.
And she's connected with everybody.
Yes, she is.
From Jim Severance to Carl Parton to...
it would be fantastic. And it'll especially give our local youth some much needed support and rah-rahs, I guess. I think that,
Much needed.
yeah,
Yeah.
it'd be pretty cool.
So Trump got arrested yesterday, huh?
Yeah.
What do you think about this?
I'm sick of hearing about it. That's what I think about that. Here's what I think. You can be Republican and not vote for Trump. And you can be Republican and be fed up with listening to all this
Well, of course.
rhetoric about Trump. But you can also be a Democrat and be sick of listening to this rhetoric constant.
True.
We just need to move on. And I'm more concerned with the decline in the American dollar, truthfully.
Yeah.
I think that we should be much more afraid and worried about that we should be very concerned that really in this world we're not top dog anymore or at the moment, and that
Yeah.
things are really progressing in a frightening way.
Yeah.
And
There's a lot of
that's what I'm worried about.
Yeah,
I'd rather pay attention to that, but we can't because everybody's paying attention to Trump getting arrested.
Mr. Trump.
Yeah.
Well,
I'm done with it. I'm done with so many things.
you think the DA's got enough evidence to
I don't know
for a
because
conviction?
I do not pay attention. I don't care. I think that we're going to spend millions and millions and millions of dollars to wade through it all, and maybe he will, maybe he won't. And all of that money could be, think of what they could do for veterans
or any good.
or
anything.
homeless
Yeah.
or children in need
Sure.
or any of that stuff
Yeah.
with all of that money. But let's piss it away on a investigation that we've been investigating for 3 years now. That whatever.
I did not have sex with that woman. That was Clinton's line, though.
I was gonna say, didn't we do this not all that long ago with Monica Lewinsky and that whole scandal?
Devil with a blue dress.
But
Hey, happy birthday today to Brad Lockwood, Nathan Pike, April Murphy, Jamie Marcia, Mary Long, Kathleen. I'm not even going to go near the last name. We're just going to say happy birthday, Kathleen. Zoe Henry. Oh, my God. 19 years old. I've known her since before she was born. Steve Hedges, Nancy Wolf, and Joni Brissett.
well, happy birthday.
Happy birthday, everybody. So I meant to ask you, were you and Michael Booten on the air on Monday night?
No, we were not. We had to cancel the show, and so we're gonna we'll go with it on Monday night. But there was no council last night anyway, and so
Okay.
we just took a little break,
Yeah.
which is good.
What's going on in the news? I see there's some real sad
News out of Middlebury.
Middlebury.
Yes.
This teenage girl that has been missing. What's the latest?
She was found deceased last night.
Wow. Do we know anything more?
Nope.
No other information.
Nope. She was found in the woods deceased, not far from where she originally went missing, and K9 found her. But, no autopsy or any of that as of yet. And really, does any of it matter? No.
Yeah. Right.
Just great sadness for her family and the loss and her friends and for whatever happened to her. They did say that she had autism. She had a great fear of men. She had just left an appointment and went missing. And
Wow.
yes.
Rebecca Ball. 17 years old. Unreal. Thank you, Raylene, for watching so diligently what's going on, and for posting stuff like this more often than not as it's breaking. You're on it, and we appreciate it. When I say we, it's just all of us here in Central Vermont. We know that you're watching things very carefully.
I try.
On a lighter note, oh my God, I'm seeing that there's a lot of comments coming in
About the building on the Barry Montpelier Road.
Yeah.
Yeah, I know.
God.
Since you posted that, my phone's been going ding, 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 ding.
Well, yesterday I saw it, and I was driving by. And let me preface by saying I'm not in any way, shape, or form implying that I had my hands on my device to take that photograph from my car. Okay, I just want to preface by saying that. Okay.
But you can say that you were sitting still across the street at the Jolly Mart taking the picture.
How did you know that that's exactly?
Because you and I talked about it as you were sitting there.
Yes.
Having your snack and chocolate milk.
Thank you.
You're welcome.
And I asked, this is the old superheroes thing that didn't last.
And years prior to that was a gas station. I think a Dunkin' Donuts had been in there with a gas station at one point.
Right. And I just commented. How long has this been in this condition? And what's the plan? And what's taken so long? It seems like it's getting worse and worse. Do we know anything about?
I know that it is owned by Tony Handy. And so, of course, he owns places in Burlington as well.
Yeah.
I've been told this by a very reliable source. And he has some vacant, crappy properties in Burlington as well. He's not the best guy. There is.
Well, when you go somewhere, new town or whatever, and you're driving through town and you see something like this, not in your community, but you travel somewhere, you go somewhere. What runs through your mind when you see something like that?
It depends. I mean, living here and you see it constant, and we know how long it's been vacant. If I was just riding through town, I may think, that sucks. That's too bad that another business has, been at the mercy of COVID or something, and they're just no longer there. But a frequent flyer that knows and somebody that lives here and knows damn well that the owner could definitely do something different and make it a better space, or at least like the owners of JJ Newberry's could drop his price to a reasonable amount so that people could afford to buy it and do what needs to be done to bring it up to code and par,
or demolish it and turn it into a parking lot.
Right.
Yeah.
Although I don't know what a parking lot down there would really do.
I don't know, but I know that there's a
park
river.
And ride maybe.
There's a river running underneath there that apparently you can go whitewater rafting on. I mean, it's pretty pretty decent river. It's running under that building.
Yeah. So.
Anyway.
But it does look really shitty. And
it does, and it's getting worse. And, at first, every now and then I drive by there, and I'm like, I should mention this on the air. And then I'm like, no, don't, and then I'm like, fuck it. It looks horrible. I mean, I'm just saying it how it is, Raylene.
If we're going to have a fuck it day, can Raylene say how it is?
Please say fuck it!
But I don't want to talk about that. I want to talk about the partnership in the Wheelock building. Michael, take your nitroglycerin now, or just shut the computer off, okay?
Yeah, just dump the volume, Michael.
Yep, just dump it, honey, because here I go.
Is Michael tuned in right now?
I don't know, but...
Let's have a look.
Yeah, I always give him a heart attack.
He is.
But here we go. The partnership and the importance of them. One, even if their offer is lower in dollar amount, what they bring is huge. They truly bring inclusivity. Everyone is invited to their parades. Everyone is invited to their concerts. Everyone is invited to everything that they do to enjoy the Christmas lights and the parades and everything that happens.
That's right.
The dollar amount is significant only in one way. If there's not a plan to restore the building, bring the building to code, if there isn't, then having someone else bid a little higher, be in there and not make it because the cost of upkeep is constantly bringing them down, and they're just going to go out of business in a year or even two. Then that's not a good deal.
Is the door locked?
No, it's not. And I don't care. And so with that, that's that part of my rant.
Sure.
Because I'm really, I seriously am upset about this, and to the point of tears lately, because I'm just tired of it all. It's depressing, and the whole thing is depressing. It's why we're depressed all the time, because nobody knows what to do, what to say, how to act. We're all constantly freaking tiptoeing. No matter who you are, what your gender is, what is about you, anything, we're all constantly tiptoeing around each other.
Well said.
And it's exhausting. It is freaking exhausting. I'm tired of watching every little thing I say and do. And if I open the door for you, then I'm an asshole because you can do it yourself. Yeah. But if I don't open the door for you, I'm an asshole because I am a homophobe, or I think something bad about you.
Yeah, right.
Or it's just tiring. And then the person that the other person that has come forward, the other business that has come forward and made an offer, is the Fox Market.
Yeah.
I've been in the Fox Market in East Montpelier when I lived there. I enjoyed going there.
Route 2.
On Route 2.
Yeah.
That is who would like to come here. I was good with that until I see people writing in the comments say things like, finally, an inclusive place in Barrie.
Oh my God.
And that's when I get pissed off.
Yeah, right.
What are you talking about?
Yeah,
are you telling me that you're going to get refused service at the Cornerstone, at Gusto's, at Ladder 1,
Nelson's.
at the Quarry, at Nelson's? Are you kidding me?
Wow. Totally agree with you. That's just
what is not inclusive down here?
Complete bullshit.
And so
who is saying that? Who is saying finally
well,
something?
It's in the comments, but then
finally
Fox
something
Market,
their
Fox Market has their I don't know what you want to call it, motto, or what do you call it? I don't know what to say because I've just lost the word that I wanted to use, but it says we cater to the LGBTQ community, but
so does Green Mountain Community Fitness,
right? But
everybody should cater to everybody.
But they say that, so they say we cater to that community, but we'll welcome you as well. But do you? Because that feels icky to me. That immediately says to me, you'll tolerate me.
Yeah, right. Yeah,
That
I understand.
that doesn't say that you include me. To put that statement out there and say that's who we cater to, but
Yeah, right.
you know,
I know what you're saying.
no. If one of the other businesses on Main Street had that same thing and they said we cater to straight people,
Yeah. Oh, jeez.
but
Yes.
we accept you too.
Yeah.
Head on a platter.
Oh, of course.
Done. Lock your fucking doors and go out of business.
Agree.
Done.
Agree.
And I'm tired of people. Like, there must be more people than just me that have balls enough to freaking say this. Just say it.
Yeah.
And if you want, do you want to be inclusive or do you want to be exclusive? Because it feels to me like you want to be exclusive.
Right. Yeah.
Why can't you just be and let me be a part of?
Yeah.
I don't understand.
Yeah.
And
Yeah.
it's just, I don't know.
It's if you
it's
don't
making me
if,
sick to my stomach.
it's
and
if you don't if it's it almost seems like the trend is as a business if you and I'll say it again, Green Mountain Community Fitness, they've got a massive poster on the wall that says, we welcome everyone, and then it has to run down the list.
I think everyone welcomes everybody.
Why do we
does there
have to
have a list?
Why do we have to have a poster up there? Just do it. Just be inclusive. Just welcome everybody.
And what isn't inclusive anymore? The Boy Scouts are inclusive. Sports are inclusive. Everything's inclusive now. Everything.
Right. Right.
I have friends that are gay, that are married gay couples,
So do
that have
I.
children.
So do
I
I.
have friends that are in gay marriages that I have written letters of support and testified in court so they could adopt children. Don't put me in a box and tell me I'm a homophobe because I don't have a sign on my window that says, or my license plate doesn't have a rainbow on it, identifying the fact that I accept you. No, why can't we just live together and just
be a good person.
And stop saying you want to be inclusive, because you don't. You want to be exclusive. You want to be exclusive. You want to have places for just you.
Where are these comments?
on the posts. On Fox Market's page, on Perry City Community Fan page, on other people that are posting it. I mean, you just have to go on Facebook and look around, and you'll see posts that say things like that. But
boy, we got a lot of people watching right now.
No, really,
and crickets.
Really, because no one dares.
No comments.
Because no one dares, and that's sad. It's disgusting that we have gotten to that space in our life. Not that long ago, we did a show with G. Like one day, we did this show with him. We said the Rainbow Bridge Community Center is opening. We were both super proud of him. We love him with all our heart. You guys have been friends for many, many years. I've only been friends with him for a couple of years because you introduced us. He and Jed are like two of the greatest people we ever met.
Yep.
Freaking awesome.
Yes.
A few weeks later, it came out that they were canceling the daddy-daughter dance. And you were upset about that. You mourned that fact, that was something that you were losing, that you had done always with Lily.
Yeah.
And because you mourned that immediately meant that you were a homophobe.
Right.
It didn't matter.
Yeah.
Anything else that you've done or said or
Right.
any of the good in the world, nope, you were damned.
Yeah. And I think it was Daniel Barlow over at the People's Health and Wellness Clinic who called me a homophobe.
Yeah, and
on my page.
Yeah, on your own personal page.
In comments on my page, because I was bummed out that we were losing the daddy-daughter dance in Montpelier.
Right.
Which it's a tradition that it happens, right around Valentine's Day.
Right.
Even Jim Severance, who's the DJ and has been for, God, I don't even know how many years.
You were sad. And
what is bummed out.
But your feelings were totally dismissed, and it was not okay because it somehow was immediately thought of
Yep.
being a piece of shit.
Yeah.
And you weren't being a piece of shit.
Right. I was just saying how I felt.
Yeah. You were mourning
But
that loss, and
call
that
me-
should have been okay.
Right. And to call me a homophobe for that? What a fucking asshole.
I don't know. I'm tired of it. And the partnership is truly inclusive.
Of course they are.
What they bring this community is worth its weight in gold.
Sure.
It just is. They bring a lot to us.
Yeah.
And quite frankly,
Damn straight.
it's the one little ounce of peace that we all have now.
Yeah.
It's all the lights that lit up this city and made it amazing.
That's right.
All holiday season.
Right.
We all enjoyed. That was our one little ounce of
Right.
peace
Sure.
still in this city.
These guys from Recycled Percussion that Tracy and the Barry Partnership brought to our city, these guys put on the most amazing show. You want to talk about being inclusive? These guys never even had to tell the audience, we are inclusive of everyone. They had an intro before the show that said, we're just so happy that you're all here.
Yeah.
We're all under one roof sharing the love of music and art, and we are all one. But they never had to say the word inclusive or we support or we cater to anyone. And they had performers as part of their show, performers, part of their team, part of their Recycled Percussion community and family. Folks that are disabled who were up on stage performing with them. One of the guys had cerebral palsy, was nonverbal. It was amazing. These guys are rock stars. Getting back to my point. It was great to have something like that in Barrie.
Yes.
We loved it. It was a great example to set for my daughter to see this and experience this. She's still talking about it. And thank God we have an organization like the Barrie Partnership
To bring it here.
And thank God that we've had people like Dan Casey, who's retiring after 18 years, and bringing all of the acts and entertainment to the Opera House year after year after year. Thank God.
Yeah. And that's the thing. It's just exhausting. I'm just tired of tiptoeing all the time because I like everybody. I don't care who you are. If you're good to me, I'll be good to you. If you're an asshole, then I'm gonna be an asshole right back.
It doesn't matter what color you are. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole.
Right. And if it doesn't matter sexuality, color, religion, nothing. If you're an asshole, you're an asshole.
Right.
And expect that I'm going to bustle up and be an asshole back because I'm not going to take any shit from anybody. I mean, obviously, hello.
Right.
I mean, who knows? You're probably going to have to fire me after this show, but
not at all.
I'd
say it's about goddamn time that people start saying.
Well, and then the same thing goes. They say the good old boys club in Barrie and the good old boys politics. What is that even?
Yeah.
What is that?
What is it?
I would love to know. If good old boys means that we just don't want to tiptoe anymore and we just want to live our lives, live it together, be good to each other, whatever, and keep going on. I'm good with being a good old boy. I'm done because I'm done trying to change everything about me to suit somebody else.
Wow.
I don't want to. I will love and respect you, and you do the same for me. And if you can't do that, then fuck off. I don't care anymore.
Beautiful.
I'm tired. It's depressing. It's
Yeah.
literally, it is depressing.
Watching social media as carefully as you do, I'm sure you're seeing a hell of a lot more of this than I am. And, maybe if I didn't have a little girl and I'm running around to gymnastics and
Right.
Granite City MMA and here and there and zip, 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 maybe I would be more privy to this kind of shit. But it's divisive, and everyone is like drawing lines in the sand. I mean, Paul Brody's talked about this, the us versus them mentality. And if you don't agree with me, and if you're not aligned with my philosophy, then it's going to not only alter the way I think and feel about you or your group of your sector of people, but it's also going to make me maybe create some internal hostility toward you, and that it's easy for something to go from our minds and our thoughts to our fingertips with social media. That's our expressive outlet, and it's showing the true colors of people when they act like this. Once again, and I'll tell you right now, even as clear as you have been this morning,
Oh, it won't matter.
there will be people who will take what you've said, misconstrue it, misunderstand it, or put it in a different context and spin it in a different way. Did you hear what Raylene said on
And I'll
Air
say
It
it
Out?
again, right with them standing in front of me, to their face. I will have this conversation with anybody. You be you, and stop trying to make me be somebody I'm not.
Right.
And then tell me that you're inclusive. You can't use those words
Right.
in the same sentence. I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If you're not accepting me the way I am, if you're not respecting my thoughts, opinions, and feelings,
Yeah.
then you're not being inclusive.
Right.
Period.
Wow, crickets this morning.
I'm not
Crickets.
surprised.
Crickets. Even Glenn.
I'm not surprised.
Wow.
Well, Hillary is commenting, and Chuck and a few others, but
Why am I not seeing Chuck's comments?
I don't know.
I have to pay extra money to see. Oh, there they are. Okay. Yeah. They're
It's
there.
just sad.
And
It's-
Paul, and
it's
Paul
just
Brody's
sad.
saying don't take anything personally because nothing is personal. Anything anyone says or does is a result of them, not you.
I'm taking it personal because it's against me. People are saying it is very much against me and many others. It is personal. It is very personal. And I'm tired of our personal space not being accepted by others.
Yeah.
I will respect you, you respect me.
Right.
End of story, period.
Right.
That's all I'm saying.
Yeah.
Period.
Yeah.
You can have as many clubs, bars, restaurants, whatever that you want. I will respect that fine.
Sure.
But don't say finally an inclusive place.
Right.
Because that's when I say no, fuck you.
Absolutely.
What is not inclusive about you? I would love to know I would love somebody to say to me, I was turned away and was not treated properly, and in that place would not do business with me because of my sexuality or the color of my skin. Or
Sure.
No, no.
And you know what's amazing is even if we had
Don't make this city sound like it's some horrible place to be. If
Thank you.
that's really the way you feel about it, then find
Get
another
the
place to
fuck
be
out.
exclusive.
Yeah, go live somewhere where you feel that everything is inclusive, and
We're just
you need
trying
and you need to be reminded constantly by every
You know who I
sign
met?
on the door that
You know who I
says
met?
we're inclusive.
The new director of Rainbow Bridge.
Yeah, Sean.
Sean. So I have seen her several times now.
Yeah.
I've seen her in the community at different events and
She was
stuff.
just over at Brave.
Yes, she was at Brave with us. She was at Emsley the night of the mixer and stuff.
Yep. Yep.
What an amazing person.
Yes.
Okay. And what she obviously supports this community.
Mm-hmm.
It's easy to give somebody like that support
Yeah.
because she is here supporting us.
Yes. Right.
Would I have called her a she immediately upon meeting her? The first, probably not.
Mm-hmm.
But immediately she told me, okay.
Yeah.
But she did it with a handshake and a smile. And I will forever respect the fact
Absolutely.
that she did that.
Yep.
And I will forever respect the fact that if I were to ever accidentally, not disrespectfully, but accidentally, because 51 years of training here made a slip, that she would not crucify me.
That's right. Yeah. G's the same way.
Amazing person.
Yeah, of course.
She's an amazing person.
Of course.
And many people should go
Has
get
a
to
lot of guts,
meet
too.
her. Yes, she does.
Yep.
A shit ton of admiration for her.
Yeah.
Go, Sean.
You know, I don't know how much more we can say about this other than you're right. There's a lot of
We have
tiptoeing.
to stop.
There's a lot of tiptoeing that's going around, and that's one thing, Raylene. We don't tiptoe on this.
No, it's exhausting. But we do. We have.
Unaired
We have
out.
tiptoed many times because of fear, and we've allowed because we have felt that we had to, and it's not fair. Let's just all respect each other.
I don't feel like I need to tiptoe around anything.
And let's give support to somebody that is truly inclusive, that everything she tirelessly does is inclusive. And it may be one person in that building, but it's a one person that's wearing the hats of many. It's one person that has a board of people, and it's one person that has to inject herself and in every day, in everything that she does.
Yeah.
And she needs our support.
Very well said. Very well said.
She's got mine.
And, you know, let's also say, you know, that there's not a lot of people that have the strength to go in there and introduce themselves and to be, you know, to just to go in and introduce themselves and be friendly, and take that step, and that you know, that's too bad. That's too bad. What G was starting to do over there, and hopefully what Sean will continue to do, is bridge the gap. And like I said to Sean, and I've said to G, anyone in this community or outside of this community, anywhere, and this is just the way I was raised, anyone who's doing anything that's good for other human beings, has my support. And I don't care what sexuality they are. I just, what color they are, it doesn't matter to me. If you're doing something good for someone else and you're helping humankind, then good for you.
Even if helping means keeping your mouth shut, driving by and waving and just being respectful of the fact that
if you're an asshole,
I may have a different opinion than you.
Right. If you're an asshole that gets up every day and you're a thug and you're a piece of shit and you've got nothing better to do, you have no regard for other people or their property, and all your objective is to steal something from someone for your own selfish reasons, then you're a scumbag and you're a piece of shit. And I have no respect for you.
Right.
But if you're doing good for others, that's all that matters. Doesn't matter what it is. But if you're doing something if you have a theater group or you have a whatever. Whatever.
Right.
Club, organization, community center, business, whatever it is.
Right, and exactly. And with all that said, so the same for Fox Market. If they win the bid, the city decides to have them.
Yeah.
I will welcome them here.
But let's let Fox Market know that all of the businesses that are on North Main Street in Barrie
are
inclusive of everyone. Always have been. Can't think of one.
They let you in.
They let me in. They see me coming. Bob Nelson saw me coming in the other day and said, "Oh, Jesus, here we go."
Yeah.
But there isn't one business that and they don't have to, Raylene, put a rainbow flag in their doorway or their window that says that. They don't have to do that.
They shouldn't need to.
They shouldn't need to.
That doesn't mean that they're not inclusive. It means that they are.
Right. Exactly. There's plenty of other states in America.
They're not exclusively saying,
right.
I accept these people, these people, these people, these people, and these people.
Yeah.
They're just included. Their door's open. They have hours.
Right.
And that's the same with any other place.
Sure. There's other states.
So if they come, I welcome them.
Of course.
I do ask them to rethink their mission statement. Because their mission statement it's not inclusive. It feels icky, and it feels like I will be tolerated if I won't go in there because of that. I will never go in there because of that. What I've read right now, and not because of them accepting LGBTQ community, but because in their mission statement they have essentially excluded me.
The one constant from Greg Forbes and from Sean over at Rainbow Bridge is that they don't want it to be inclusive only for LGBTQ. Right. They want it to be
for everybody.
Inclusive for everyone. They want everyone and anyone
to accept each other,
to come through their doors, everyone is welcome in there, to walk in, be comfortable, make yourself at home. You want to play air hockey? Great. You want to have a drink or a snack, you want to do your homework, you want to listen to some music, you want to be part of some of their events? Great.
And they do provide a safe space for those that need a little counseling, that have maybe been shit on, who have maybe spent years hiding their truth and are trying to work their way into a new life and a different life. And so they provide great support and services for people of the LGBTQ plus community. But they would give that same support to me if I went over there right now and said, I'm a depressed, freaked out mess because this is all exhausting for me and I just can't do it anymore. They would provide me the same space and security to speak with a counselor and figure things out.
Regardless of your sexual orientation.
Yes.
Amen. Exactly.
So anyway.
Can we be possibly more clear with everything that we've said this morning?
I don't think so.
Yeah, I don't think so either. Because there's still going to be asshats out there.
And that's all right.
That aren't going to go back and listen to the entirety of this podcast episode. And they're just not going to.
Nobody directly excluded me, Donna. Maybe
Donna,
you could go back and
Donna
watch.
Hopped on late. She needs to go back and rewatch this.
Yeah.
Donna, please go back and hit play on
so
this
you
thing.
can understand where I'm coming from.
Too much to rehash right now. But, yeah. And you know what, Raylene? God damn it. This is why we're here. This is why we have these microphones plugged in. And this is why we're right here in this community. Mm-hmm. And who the hell else is doing this?
And no one. No one. Yeah. No one.
I mean, no one is doing this. Are we putting our necks out there? Goddamn straight. Mm-hmm. Of course we are. But
that's the point. I put my neck out there every day just by walking out on Main Street because I never know if what I'm doing is right. I never know anymore. I don't know. Am I allowed to say that? Am I allowed to go in here? Can I do this? Can I do that? Mm-hmm. What if I do this? Did I make somebody upset? I made somebody upset. They're going to damn me for this. They're going to damn me for that. No, I'm tired of worrying. It's exhausting.
It's tiptoeing.
Mm-hmm. It's exhausting, and it is. And I really think that it plays a huge role in the mental health issues in our community right now because nobody knows which way's up anymore.
That's right. Which, by the way, leading into that,
it's Wellness Wednesday. And I should probably make an appointment.
Can we make it right now live on the air? Should we call them and book an appointment for a massage, some mindfulness meditation, some sound healing, some ear acupuncture, maybe some Reiki?
Yeah.
For you?
Yeah. Yeah. Maybe I would rather call Rick Barnett and see if he can give me a little psychedelic microdosing.
Washington County Mental Health is they do this for six weeks, and then they take a break, and then they come back and they do it for 6 more weeks, and it starts today.
Yes, 4:00.
It goes till 7 p.m. Mm-hmm. It's at the Imagination Station Snoozlin Room at Wellspace. Mm-hmm. Where in the hell is that?
23 Summer Street. Right across from Summer Street Auto, right behind us.
Right.
On Summer Street in Barrie.
Let's break it down even simpler than that. Go up to the Cornerstone, hang a left onto Elm Street, right? Mm-hmm. Go up to the First Light.
Go left.
Which is Summer Street. Take a left, and the building is almost immediately on your right.
Yeah,
it's a gray
big puzzle piece on it.
Yeah. It's a gray building right there.
We do need to get it fancied up a little more, though. It looks a little drab. It needs to stand out a little more so people really understand that that's what that place is.
It's free. They do it every Wednesday from 4 to 7.
Maybe we could have a community event where we did that.
Sure. Why the hell not?
And we helped spruce up the front of Imagination Station.
Yeah. The Battleship Gray, it is. You're right. It's a little...
And they need a big sign that says who they are in there.
Totally agree.
We should work on that.
Now we're pissing Heather off. But she always puts like a sandwich board out there.
Yes, she does.
So everyone knows.
They do a great job. And they have us who's constantly shouting it out. It's a fantastic
Sure.
piece of this community
Yeah.
that you can go relax. The kiddos can go. The kids can hang out in the imagination station.
Sure.
Yeah, it's a great space.
I'm on the Vermont Quick Lube and Car Wash page. Who was it that got Employee of the Month?
Well, I would have to look again.
Oh, Ian.
It's on our
And
page
Ian.
too.
Ian.
Yes,
Ian.
that picture was. I mean,
He's
come
stoked.
on now.
I mean, look at him. He's thrilled.
Yes,
He's a good guy too. You know, I went over there.
I wonder if he's the one giving out flowers today because it's Ladies' Day.
I think they all are. I went over there last Wednesday. Got an oil change. And forgetting that it was Wednesday, Raylene. And I think it was Jacob came up and gave me a carnation and a free car wash. And he said, "It's Ladies' Day. This is for you, JD." What the hell's going on here?
That's very nice of him.
And he gave me a little wink.
He did?
Flirtatious.
Well.
So anyway, but God, I love those guys over there. All of them. They're so much fun. It's a family. And they do so much more than just car washes. They do the brakes and the struts and the exhaust and the tire rotation. And they'll put winter tires on. They'll put summer tires on. They'll do the rotation. They'll do all that shit. The transmission fluids. They'll do the rear brake light fluid. They'll do anything you want them to do. And I just love them. So what can I say?
It's a great group over there. It's a great group over there.
I love one of our sponsors. I just said it.
You love
I'm
most
in love.
of them.
I'm in love.
Yeah.
What else is going on? Our community calendar, we should probably say, brought to you by The World, Central Vermont's favorite weekly newspaper, at 802-479-2582.
Lots of Easter stuff. So I think
You're right.
yesterday I posted all the links. So there's a Easter egg hunt in Barry, which is for the city and the town.
Yep.
There is one in Williamstown.
Yep.
And there's one in Waterbury.
Yep.
And so all of those are posted up. Yeah, I know that Delicate Decadence is doing Easter brunch, and I'm not sure who else might be doing Easter brunch. I haven't heard, but I've asked. If people know, we would love to hear if you're doing Easter brunch. And don't just say I'm doing Easter brunch. Please tell us how much it is per plate for adults and children and the times. Because inevitably somebody will ask us a bunch of questions that I have not any clue what the answer is.
Sure.
The Billtown Roadhouse is doing a brunch as well, actually. I just saw that posted yesterday.
Great.
So they are also doing Easter brunch.
Okay.
And I'll get that. I think I shared it, and I'll get the rest. I'll get that information up there again. But so far, I only know of two places. If anybody knows of others, please let us know.
Central Vermont Economic Development is doing their 14th annual Central Vermont Job Fair today at the Barry Auditorium. If you are one of these people that's listening right now, watching it, oh my God, I don't have my resume,
Don't worry about it.
Don't worry, just get in your car, go up to the auditorium. It's going on from noon to 7. Yes, the roads may be shitty on the evening commute. Understand. Get up there before then if you can. It's not supposed to start raining until like 2:30, something like that. Pop in the car, run up there on your lunch break. On your lunch break from your job, Raylene, that you don't like, that you want to get something different. You want to try something different. That job.
Who told you I was looking for work? Don't forget either that you should see his face right now. Is the camera still on you? Don't forget that the Rotary Pie
It's right here.
brunch
It's right
is
here.
also on this Saturday from 11 to 1.
Yeah.
And somebody said, what kind of pies? So if it's a pie,
Who would ask
it'll
that?
be there.
Who would
Meat
ask that
pie,
question?
quiche, pizza pie, fruit pies, pudding pies, bread,
Pudding pies.
yes, chocolate cream pies.
Oh!
Those are pudding pies.
Woo.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So that's gonna be pretty cool, and that's gonna be at the American Legion, Post 10, right here on Main Street, from 11 to 1. $10, 12 years and older.
Yeah.
$5 for 12 and under.
Sure.
Over 65 is also $5.
Yeah.
Family of 4, $25.
And this is the Rotary.
The Rotary is doing this. Yes.
See if I can get Nicole. You know Nicole. Domenico.
Domenico.
She's the big dog over at the Rotary. I don't know if she'll answer this morning.
I don't know either.
See if we can get her. No. Anyway, I told her that I'm doing all I can to try to get her on the air before the 8th. It's going to be snug, but
Yeah.
please rest assured we're talking about it a
We're
lot,
trying
and we're going to post
to
this
get all
crap
these
out
people
of it.
in here.
Yeah,
It's busy right now.
it is. It is. We've got Green Mountain Paranormal investigators coming in tonight at around 5:30 or so. Hopefully, we're going to be able to get that show in
Are you doing Friday with Lucas?
Friday. Lucas John. If you've never heard, can I have your mug for a second? If you've never heard the word or the words fuck, you will on Friday, because he just says it how it is, and he says it so beautifully and eloquently, just like your mug. Am I wrong?
No, not at all.
But he also has a marvelous message about life and about what he does, and frankly, honestly, the lives that he has transformed over at Granite City MMA.
Thank
And
you,
I can't
Linda.
wait. I can't wait to have him on Friday night.
So the Roadhouse brunch is $19.95 for adults,
All right.
and thank you, Linda. And then children 6 to 10, $9.95. Under 6 are free.
And by the way, speaking of the Billtown Roadhouse, their hot wing contest is coming up on the 15th to benefit the Stephen Tracy organization.
$20.
You're going to be
10 wings.
You're going to be emceeing this bad boy
I'm going to be emceeing this bad boy.
from 4 until 6. Crazy Country is going to be doing the music, I think, starting at 6. We're going to have at least 10 contestants. Wouldn't surprise me if there were going to be 20. The hottest wing, so says Fred, is 6.5 million Scoville units.
That sounds pretty hot
Yeah.
to me.
He said that he did a little taste test a few days ago and was hiccuping, burping, acid reflux,
Sounds super fun.
sweating, pain.
Pain?
Well, 6.5 million Scoville units. That's hot. Bikers Against Child Abuse, the Vermont chapter, is going to be there. They're doing a lot of great stuff with Billtown Roadhouse this summer, and I can't wait. Chuck. Have you heard about Chuck?
Apparently not.
Well, he was supposed to be doing the swing contest. Mm-hmm. And he's
chickened out.
Oh. Let's say his last name, Martin. Let's put it right out. Let's air it out.
He chickened out.
It's
Are you
Chuck,
being serious?
It's Chuck
right
Martin.
now
Chuck
with me?
Martin. Wimped out. Wants nothing to do with it. Can't handle the heat. Just a little bit of heat. If he was a real man, he'd be over there. But he...
Oh, boy.
No, I'm just...
Is the door locked?
The door's not locked. Bring it down, Chuck. What do you got? He's sending in the big dog. His son Kurt is going to be filling in for Chuck, who will probably be home. Mm-hmm. You know,
I thought he was going to be working,
getting a manicure,
but he wanted to make sure to still support the event, so he's conned his son into doing this.
There's no excuse, Raylene.
Oh,
you're either tough enough to be there, or you're not. Mm-hmm. And apparently, Chuck is not. That's all I'm saying.
Okay.
His son, Kurt, is tough enough.
What are you looking like that for?
I think
out the window. Like, were you worried about who was just standing right there? Huh?
I just want to make sure.
No,
but I see a lot of these fluorescent green hats. What's going on? I see a lot of...
I don't know.
It was just another one that went by right in front of Nelson's.
I'm not really sure. There have been a lot of them lately.
Is that like a fundraiser? Yeah, you can take that down.
That's possible. Actually, okay. Maybe there is a fundraiser going on that we don't know about. We'll have to go out and find out one of these times.
Looking ahead to the 20th of April is the Associated General Contractors of Vermont Job Fair at the Champlain Valley Expo.
And Dick and Rachel will be with us on Monday.
God.
To give us the recap about all of that.
Down?
Well, I don't know. I've told you 3-4 times. So.
God. What time are they coming on?
9 o'clock.
All right. Dick Wabi and I might even say his boss.
And yes, possibly Rachel. I think Rachel's coming with him, but we'll see how
because
that goes.
Rachel's running.
I'm assuming that she's going to be super busy, but that is the plan.
Rachel runs the damn show over there.
She does.
I'm serious. Mm-hmm. So that's going to be great. They've got hundreds of companies.
150.
Really? Mm-hmm. Bring your resume. Bring a halfway decent shirt that's not totally wrinkled.
And again, if you don't have a resume, go anyway. On the spot interviews, on the spot hiring.
There's everything.
All kinds of things. And in the meantime, there are links. If you go to if you click the link and go to the career fair page, there's little tutorials, I guess we can call them,
sure.
of how to write a resume, how to dress, how to go to this thing with success of coming out of there with employment on as the goal. Oh, for the love of all things.
I'm just giving an example, Raylene. Don't go in there looking like this. Okay? Just don't. If you want to hear them say, thank you, don't call us, we'll call you, go in there looking like this, and they will say that to you. And also, can I just say this, Raylene? When you hear the word contractors, please, people, don't think that this is a contractor-only job fair. There are so many different sectors of careers here. This is all over the road.
Yes.
It's from communications to housekeeping to transportation. The list
nursing,
goes
everything.
Everything. I mean, of course, it's called Associated General Contractors.
And they're going to feed you lunch and all that great stuff on them. And today they will also be feeding lunch at the career fair that's here today.
Yes. Central Vermont Economic Development.
Yes, and so they will be serving meatloaf lunch provided by Delicate Decadence today to everybody that comes.
Wow. Ouch. That sounds awesome.
Yeah.
I'm going to drop that link right here. If I can. Yeah. Just did it. And then in May, oh my God, I mean, look at what's going on. We got the Color Run over at the Billtown Roadhouse. We got Bikers for Beth. We got Spokes for Strokes, the motorcycle poker run, Billtown, to benefit the American Heart Association. We're going to be talking about that. In June, we got Elvis Night at Billtown. There's just tons of stuff going on in our community.
Yes, and we'll soon have the concerts in the park. We are actually sponsoring one of those concerts.
Which one?
Donna Thunder.
Boom!
So yes, and
does Donna even know that?
I don't know if she knows that we are or not.
Will she talk about us that night? You think?
I don't know. We'll see.
Will I get up there? Will I get up there, have a couple of beers, and get on the kunkas?
Yeah.
Do you think
it's possible?
All right.
Anything's possible. But we have that. We have the concerts in the park, the farmers market, all kinds of great things coming up, and all parades and the Heritage Festival and all those great things to look forward to that we get to look forward to every summer. And the Berry City Recreation Department and the Berrytown Recreation Department also, they have a lot of stuff going on this summer and for the break, and they've really stepped it up and tried hard to get they have the free gym or the open gym up at the auditorium a lot. They have different classes and things going on. Yeah. And they're doing a good job.
You know what I'm excited about? This is very sad, and I'm sorry, but I guess this is what I've resorted to in my age, my life. I'm excited about the fact that I have a couple of new sets of classes for this summer to enjoy. Very sad. I know that I would be excited about classes, but the fact that I can go to concerts in Courier Park, sit in the back,
and see what's happening.
With my new glasses that I got from Optical Expressions. I'm serious, Raylene.
I know. You're talking to somebody who can't see for shit. So
I'm dead serious. I mean, if I go to the Opera House, the other night I went to Recycled Percussion. If I go to the movie theaters, I can see when I'm driving down the road at night. I can see the Moose Crossing sign from a mile away, whereas I couldn't. My life has changed from Optical Expressions. Will was in here the other day. I told him that face to face.
It was good to have him in here. I love them up there. I've told you that before.
Amazing.
I mean, they did amazing things for my mom, and I told when he was here that what they did for Aunt Jane, the lady that lived with me for a long while, and awesome people.
I said to Will, I'm up, we're up there and sitting at the little table there, and I kind of whispered to him. I'm like, he's like, all right, so we have your eye exam. That's done. Now we need to pick out some frames. That's the scary part. I don't care if you put the drops in there and you dilute the eyes and I got to walk around with the Stevie Wonders all day. I don't care about that. But picking out a pair of frames that aren't going to make me look older than I already am, Raylene, that's important to me. And I said to Will,
it's hard too. It's overwhelming when you get there and there's so many to choose from, and which there needs to be but oh my gosh, it's hard to have. Yeah. Did he ever say to you, no, JD, not those. You look like a jackass. Did he ever say that?
But he said,
see, you should have brought me with you. If you wanted a straight up opinion.
He said to me, well, he's so polite, Will. He said, well, haha, I'll do the best I can, JD, haha. And I'm like, put these glasses on. I'm like, my God, I look like I'm 90 now. What the hell's going on here? But he ended up finding me a pair of glasses
that you felt comfortable with.
That I feel comfortable with. And I
That's
love them.
awesome.
I love them. And I love those guys. And we thank them for being a sponsor.
Yes, we do.
Last night, Lori Shepard, who was on here, talk about love.
Mm-hmm.
Love Lori Shepard. And frankly, and not to be weird. Listen, I'm not going to be weird here.
Mm-hmm.
This morning, I was literally thinking about some of the people that I have met who have drastically changed my life because of these microphones.
Mm-hmm.
You met you because of this.
Mm-hmm.
Michael Booton, Michael Deering, Michael Deering, who introduced me to who? Lori Shepard. And the list goes on.
Yeah, very lucky.
The list goes on.
I agree.
There's friends off the air and on the air. But Shep was telling me, and she's all worked up about the NFL draft. Not only is she going to be starting her own podcast, which going to be called After Further Review. I'm telling you, folks, buckle up for this. But she was also telling me that Noah McLean, who is a freshman, I believe, at University of Rhode Island, which is where Jack got accepted to go to college. Jack, our intern, Jack Attack.
Yeah.
Noah is coming home to Vermont for the summer, voice of the Vermont Mountaineers, up in the broadcast booth, good friends with Shep, going to be on the air in here, talking Mountaineers right here.
Perfect.
So excited about that.
We love it.
I'm just, I'm like beyond excited about that. And I have a big announcement to make, and I haven't even told you.
Okay.
In addition to airedoutVT.com, our new website, which if you haven't been on, you're missing it because Devin did it. AiredoutVT.com. In addition to that big announcement, I have another big announcement.
Let her rip.
July 21st, I believe the 21st. It's right around there. Guess who is finally
gonna go in the balloon?
No, I haven't worked that out yet with Aaron.
Chicken shit.
I'm
That's
not,
why
I'm
you
not
are
chicken shit.
Straight up chicken shit.
I'm not chicken shit.
Whatever.
I'm gonna do the balloon.
Uh-huh.
But guess who's coming in here and he's gonna be sitting right there. Cannot wait. I said it last night with Lori Shepard on the air. Dave Moody.
Nice.
Finally.
Nice.
Dave Moody is coming home. And this ain't going to be no XM and Sirius satellite. This is going to be our style. And
hold on.
It's going to be a good time. Voice of Thunder Road. He's probably the best broadcaster that I have ever known. The best. And that's no disrespect to anyone. George Como is probably definitely in the top 3. And Ken Squire. But Dave Moody? I mean, that guy, you want to see, I don't know if you've ever met anyone who, when you look at them and you see them on the air in front of one of these big honkers, one of these big microphones, you know that they were born to be doing this. That's Dave Moody. You're going to see it.
Okay. I'm going to.
Can't wait.
I'm going to look forward to it then.
All right.
Before we go, can we close with me telling you a happy thing?
The Central Vermont Chamber of Commerce kayak raffle on June 1st.
Well, yes, tell us that first.
Get your tickets. Just get them. Just get your damn tickets. We got the link.
I just posted that this morning.
Yeah, it's all over.
It's right there.
It's on our page, or you can go up to the chamber and get your tickets up there. Go ahead. In addition to that,
so that we close on a good note, when Brandy Tracy was here with us the other day, she left JD and I each a bag of rocks, the painted rocks, and
please and thank you.
They all have
please thank
special messages on them, and they're pretty cool. Like, I have found a couple in the community. I've never picked them up, but I've always thought I should leave them for somebody else. I don't know why, but I do. So I was at treatment court on Monday waiting for my son to come out of treatment court. And I always listen to the whole treatment court, and there are people in there that are doing really great, and there are people in there that are not doing so great. But no matter what, they all need encouragement.
Sure.
And they all need to, and so as I sat there in my car, because I listen on Zoom, listening, I looked over and my bag of rocks was in the center console. So I shut the car off, got out, and I placed my rocks all in different spots along the rock wall that surrounds the court. And I put one on the meter in case Dee found it, and then one in the bus stop. And, some of those people walk out of there feeling really great, and some of those people walk out feeling really defeated.
Yeah.
And I watched each and every rock be found. And
You did?
I did, except for the one in the bus stop. I couldn't tell, or I couldn't see that one. And the one on the meter did not move. I don't know if Dee ended up with it or not. But all the ones on the wall, I watched people pick them up, smile, and put them in their pockets. And
I love that.
it was friggin' awesome. And because, like I said, sometimes you walk out of there and you feel a little defeated. And just to see the reaction on their face, like it was like they picked up a hunk of gold or something, and they maybe just picked up a rock that said, "You can do it," or something, and they put it in their pocket, but they put it in their pocket with a smile and kept, going. And it's pretty cool. And
That's more than pretty cool.
I
love to hear stuff like that.
it was pretty awesome.
I love it.
And now I wish I had a whole trunk full of rocks.
Listen, I'm not joking here.
Who would have thought a rock could matter that much?
I know. I'm not joking. I'm dead serious. I am going to have a trunk full of rocks that I am going to be gathering this weekend from my river and from other areas legally. And I'm going to put them in my trunk of my car. I'm not shitting you, Raylene.
I know.
Stop looking at me
Because
like
you're
you
going to
think
have
I'm
an
joking.
event.
You think I'm joking. I'm not joking.
No, you're going to bring them to an event at Emsley, the Florists and Gifts.
I'm going to load the trunk of my Toyota Corolla until the goddamn bumper is dragging
Hitting on the ground
and sparking. And I'm going to drive all the way to Emsley's and unload these rocks because on the 22nd of this month, we're going to have a rock. You're going to be there.
Of course I am.
We're going to have a rock painting party in honor of the Stephen Tracy organization. Mom Brandy is going to be there. Sherilyn's going to be there. It's free. We say to the community, I don't care how old you are, especially the kids, but it doesn't matter. Come. We'll have the acrylic paints. We'll have the rocks. We'll have some tables set up. We'll have some music going. We'll have some goodies, some donuts, which I'll probably sneak a few in my pocket when no one's looking.
Shocked.
And we're going to have fun, and we're going to paint rocks with positive messages on this, and you get to take them home. The kids get to take them home and learn about spreading the love, like what you're saying.
Right.
Goodness.
Yeah.
Thanks for doing this, for being on the air and doing this. Yeah.
Yeah.
Good show. Good show.
Was.
We'll see you
was a
tomorrow.
good
Oh, see you what's tomorrow? Thursday?
Tomorrow is Thursday.
What do we have tomorrow?
Today is Wing Wednesday. Before we go, don't forget, I can never forget Wing Wednesday.
God, don't forget about
And
that.
because we went long, I only have an hour more to wait because at 11:30 it starts.
And Heather Slayton's going to be with us tomorrow?
She is.
All right. Tonight at 5:30, we have Ian Barnes Ashley Daniels and Shane Gladding from Green Mountain Paranormal Investigators, 5:30 tonight. Are the roads going to be shitty? Probably.
We hope not.
Is the 14th annual Central Vermont Job Fair going on today at the Barry Auditorium from noon to 7? Yes. That's not a probably. That is a yes. So, there's a lot of great stuff happening. We'll see you tonight at 5:30. We're going to have some fun. We're going to be talking about, basically, getting the shit scared out of you with real haunted places in Vermont, Raylene. Like the Pig Man. Did you hear us the other day talking about the Pig Man?
I did.
We're going to talk about it tonight. We're going to have some fun.
Have a great day, everyone.
Yeah, we'll see you. Thank you, Glenn, Melinda, Donna, everyone. We love you all. Thanks so much for catching the show. Make sure, share this one. Give it a click, a like, drop a comment, share it. Over and out. We'll see you soon. Love you.